Hello and welcome to the village. Oh, we're live. I'm your girl, Dr. Roz, CEO and founder of the Village Leadership Group, LLC.
And you know, I had to join her. I'm Coach Williams. I am the content supervisor for the Village Leadership Group, LLC.
That's right. It is what we love to do. We love coming on here to encourage, to inspire, and to motivate teachers and educators and school leaders, especially during this exciting time.
Hey.
Right? It's back to school time. Hey, it's back to school time.
I know we're like really excited, but you know, you gotta get that pep
right.
Step.
So for all of our educators, the school leaders, and our parents and our students, hey, we are wishing and praying that you guys have an amazing school year. The energy is different. I'm feeling this school year, the start of this school year is a little different. We're excited. We're, back in the building. We're not hybrid. We're not all doing all those things. So we're excited.
Get back to a little bit of normalcy.
Yes, a little bit. So again, welcome to the village. We are so excited that you are here joining us today because we have some exciting news.
Oh yeah. I think we need like
a little buzzer. All right, so you guys heard through the grapevine that we have an amazing course.
I heard about it.
Set your team on fire, the 3 elements of a PLC, a professional learning community. Yeah, we told you about that, right?
Of course, they better know.
But now we have a drum roll, please. We have a book coming soon. Come on, we gotta show the book. There it is. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, do you recognize those beauties? Oh my gosh.
So coming to you soon. Set your team on fire. The 3 elements of a professional learning community by your girl, Dr. Roz Gaskins and
Coach Williams, Coach Arnese Williams, making the debut.
Yes, we're so excited, y'all. This has been a lot of work. So today's topic is about our book, about the first part of our book. The first part is all about the fuel of the fire, right? You have to have fuel in order to set your team on fire, right?
That's the beginning.
Exactly. So we want to make sure that we are building a PLC in our buildings, that we have collaborative teams, and people really get excited. So that's what the word fire is about. It's about a fire, a burning passion and desire to do the work. So,
I like how you said that.
Yes. And those of you who know Principal Kafele and join his weekly podcast, you know that he's always talking about how he's on fire. And he yells it. Now, I can't really do him justice, but he's like, I'm on fire! Woo! Yeah, it's that intense.
Kind of scared me.
It's kind of, but it shows that he's on fire and he's passionate about the work. So that's why that's not why but we want teachers and educators to know that you need to be passionate and excited about this work. So we want to set your team on fire. Now, we're not just going to tell you guys about PLCs. We have someone who's joining us today, a very special guest. Welcome, please help me welcome Khalia Lindsay. Welcome to the village.
Around the applause.
Hello,
yes.
Welcome.
So, can you please introduce yourself to the village? Please tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you so much for inviting me into your village. I love that village community. We need it as educators, right? So My name is Khalia Lindsay, and I am the founder and CEO of KSL Coaching and Consulting. I am a former teacher, former principal, and former district level administrator. I specialize in helping those educators. Now listen, you are overwhelmed by the pressures of educational leadership in a high need but low support school district. And I know you're out there, all those high need, low support districts are out there, right? And so I am your girl to help you throughout that. And I love the title of your book because when I think about your why, I always say you need to burn your why on you, your vision, your mission. It needs to burn. So that fire you have, it needs to burn, and it's going to burn through your vision. So that's what I would love to talk to you about today.
Awesome.
Like
Woo! You know, we have a great people within the village. So y'all see why we invited her, okay? So listen, and I see in the comments, thank y'all for joining us. Thank you so much. Some of the Fabulous Four, y'all have to check them out. The Fabulous Four is with us, create and educate, unlock the middle. Principal Khalia, Shawn Hurt. Listen, those are some amazing people who are on fire, okay? So again, we want to make sure that you guys are starting the year right and that you are building this excitement, and making sure that you're starting the year off right.
Set that foundation.
Exactly. So one of the things that we talk about in the book is we talk about the fuel of the fire. And you have to have that fuel. And the fuel of the fire is your why, your vision, your purpose. And if we don't, really understand that, then why are we here?
Why are we doing the work?
Why are we, why am I rolling up my sleeves? Why am I staying late? Why am I coming early? Why are we meeting and doing all of these things?
Why are we going on this day? I was just about to say.
Looking at this data, for what? So you have to know your why. And as a school, we talk about the purpose of our why, but you have to know the school's vision and mission, right? So, Khalia, tell us, why is it so important just to start there of just knowing our vision and mission statement and our why?
It is your North Star for your decision making, period, point blank. If you don't have a vision or a mission for your school leaders, then you're going nowhere, right? And it's so important that you have a great vision because it's the roadmap, right? For your entire organization. It's the way you're going to have your leaders go. It's the way you're going to use your decision making. It's how you're going to spend your money. It's how you're going to choose your programs. It's how you're going to make those tough decisions. And it will lead you when you have to, principals out there, assistant principals, when you have to have those tough conversations. If you don't have a vision, you don't have anything to frame it on, and then it becomes personal, right? So then they're like, oh, you're picking on me. No, I am having this conversation with you because you're not following the vision that we set in place as a school.
Exactly.
I like how she said the vision we set in place. You know, a lot of times that's the problem. People don't see themselves in that vision. They don't see their own selves in it. So why should they do it? Why should I continue to put in this time if they can't see where they fit in that vision? I like that.
Yeah, because you definitely want to spend time on connecting each person's vision with the school's vision. And for our team leaders, department chairs, we're not leaving you out because our title of the book is Set Your Team on Fire. Because again, you need to take the principal's vision, the school vision, the district vision, and align it to your work as a PLC. How do we, the math team, how do we, the third grade team, how does our work align to the whole thing, right? We're a piece of the puzzle. So you have to know the school's vision so that you can align everything else that you do. Because if not, you're wasting your time.
Everybody's working against it.
So it's so important. So I like that. So I want to talk to you about those times. We're going to talk about the challenges, right? We got to go there.
Jump right in.
We got to go right there because this is something, because a lot of people, they want to start off with the beginning of the school year doing a lot of work on the foundation, building the vision, the mission statement, the why, our purpose, and then they never come back to it.
Say that again. No, say that one more time. What?
Just talking about it. But you don't see it. You don't feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and we do all this stuff in the beginning. We do team building. We put posters up. But then that's
laminated.
That good lamination.
Okay.
Not the little flimsy stuff. Good quality. Okay. So tell us a little bit in your experience, like some of the challenges and hurdles that you've seen in your own work or in other schools where the vision just kind of fizzles.
You are exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. When it's just a statement on your, your little handbook, that you give out at the beginning of the year, or it's at the top of your agenda, but it's not a living and breathing entity. And that's where, many schools, it gets stagnant.
Yeah.
I have something for people in the audience. How many of you even know your school's mission? Right? Do you even know it?
They can find it in the handbook.
They can find it in the handbook.
Let me Google it.
Say it, then that means it's not a living thing. And
right.
did you, as a team, create it? Was it given to you? What was it inherited? Like, this has always been the mission of our school, right? And then you never got around to changing it. Is that what it is? So that's the challenge. When it's stale, it's stagnant, it's not living, and you probably don't even know it, And that's what I find when I work with a lot of schools. I'm like, well, what's your guiding light? What's your North Star? You don't know it, so you can't really use it, and it's dead.
Right. Mm-hmm. And one of the things, and I like what you're saying, that people don't see themselves in it. So one of the things that I know that I do as a teacher leader, as a school leader, is that I'm always asking teachers, what's your why? Let's start there. Because we have to kind of get them excited about the work and connect the dots for them. Like, what are your core values? What's important to you? And how does what's important to you connect with what's important to the school and the work that we're doing here? Mm-hmm. And you hear principals sometimes say, well, if this is not a good fit, you can go find you another school. That's not really what you need to do and say. We need teachers.
Wait. Let me just tell you this real quick. I had a principal, she used to say, this might not be the cruise you booked, but it's the boat you on. So
I know that's right.
You're here.
So while you're here, we gotta get you motivated and excited about being here and to do the work, right?
But I was just thinking about how you said, a lot of the teachers don't know their why and things. It's so funny when I'm meeting with different teachers and they're talking about things that they're doing. I always try to connect it back to our school's mission, vision, our goals, and they look absolutely shocked that they're working toward the same goal. It's so funny because they don't see how it applies. Just like we think about our students, right? Mm-hmm. They don't see how, when we're going to use this bag, they don't see the bigger picture sometimes. We have to bring it in. So I think as leaders, we need to make sure that we're, like you said, connecting those dots, showing them that application, showing that they are truly working in tandem with our vision and mission.
Right. And you have to kind of break it down. Because I know I'm at a charter school, so our vision and mission statement is set. Like, it's not changing until we, have to go through that chartering process. However, within our departments, in our teams, our leadership teams, our math department teams, we can then create our own vision statement, come together as a team and really talk about what's important to us, what's our vision and our purpose for this school year as a team. And what are our goals? Let's really dig down and see how we're going to make sure that our school is successful. All of us have a work to do, and we need to create this synergy amongst our team to really get that fuel going, right? We want to set the team on fire. So you need that fuel, and that fuel is that purpose, that why, that energy and that passion is going to keep us moving throughout the school year. Yeah. And it can't be something that you just say in August or September. You have to keep revisiting that thing and keep getting people fired up. Do a cheer, a chant, 1, 2, 3, let's do whatever.
Mission chant.
Right. To get people really excited about the work. Because people always want to talk bad about teaching, education, how hard and tough it is, which it is. But we do amazing work.
We do.
And we need to rebrand that. This is amazing work. We have such great impact, and we need to set our schools on fire and really show how passionate teachers are and educators are. So I'm going to stop talking. And Ms. Lindsay. Now, Ms. Lindsay, we talked about some of the challenges and things we see when schools are not on fire, when people are just lukewarm. Okay.
Ooh,
they're lukewarm. Okay. They're stagnant. They're okay with
neither hot nor cold.
Right. But I want we talk about sometimes when people just get in that stagnant place and being mediocre. But how do you get people excited about the work?
You have to share your vision. You have to tell everyone. You can't keep it inside. And actually, I take that back. You have to share your why. So like we were talking about burning your why on your soul. It can't just be within you. You have to share it. Can I tell a little story about when I was a principal?
Go ahead.
I was a new principal, first year. I was the AP at the school, and then I became the interim principal, right? And I was having a coffee with the principal, right? Oh, you know, a nice little chat, inviting my parents onto the campus. And it was the most hostile. When I tell you, it was like everyone was just coming, complaints. And I'm like, well, you're complaining about the previous administration. This is, you know, I'm the new one. So you know what I had to do? I had to stop and I had to share why I became an educator. Not only why I became an educator, but why I chose my locale. I'm in Compton, California, okay? It was a decision for me to go to that population. I had a vision for myself as an educator. And I shared with the parents why I became a teacher in the first place, changed the tone of the meeting. They understood. They were like, that's why you're spending all this money in technology. That's why you have all these field trips. That's why you're having all these programs. Yeah, because my vision as an educator is to expand my students beyond their block. Right? Yeah. They need to know there's a world out there. It's a global world that they are competing, and they are capable of competing at that global level. And once I shared that vision, it changed the whole scenario, you know, the whole tone of the meeting. I had to do the same thing with my staff as a principal. Not just the vision and the mission of your school, but your personal why. And then, like you said, exactly, tell the story over and over and over again. They will understand the decisions you make. If you make it so easy when you do that. So that is my suggestion. Tell it every time. Tell it over and over. Tell it to everyone who will listen.
Definitely, because again, it's personal. Most of us became teachers because, you know, it's
some type of impact.
Right, and it's a personal thing, and it's not about the money or whatever, but we love this work. And, you know, when you're telling your story, that's going to help you become motivated and remind you of your purpose. Right. And then when you guys are working and things get tight, let's revisit our why. Let's revisit our purpose.
And it also brings people in. You know, a lot of times when you're sharing your story, they see you now as a human being. You know, sometimes we think of people as titles, right? And now you're making that connection. Okay, you know what? I can rock with her. I can, you know, I see something in her that is now igniting me. So that's beautiful. Sharing your story and coming back together. I like that.
But again, that's creating and building unity and synergy. Right. So if we're all coming together, we're all united, and we're doing this work, we can have those courageous conversations. We can have tough moments. It's gonna get tight, but you know, but we have a similar goal.
Exactly.
And so it's okay. So if the work is hard, it's all right. You know, I have my colleagues, I have the people on this team, you know, everyone's working together around this purpose. And that's what's keeping us on fire. Because again, we want to set our team. I'm not going to keep plugging the book.
Put it out there.
We'll set the team on fire, okay?
For what?
We want to make sure that you guys have a professional learning community. So we're going to give y'all the 3 elements of a PLC.
Well, I like how you did.
Exactly. So today is all about the fuel. We're setting the foundation. So if you want to set your team on fire, you have to have fuel, because in a fire, fuel is what is ignited to start the fire, the flame. So you got to make sure that you have your fuel, your why, your vision. That's your purpose. That's going to set the team on fire. All right, so we're about to wrap up, but I want to hear some success story before we wrap up.
We talk about the challenges.
Let's talk about the challenges. But what's some success stories? Because I know you were an amazing leader and you made sure that you set your team on fire and you're doing the work with school teams now. So tell us a little bit about some success stories that you've seen.
Well, like I said, I am in a very challenging school district, and the need is so high, and the support is so low. So it's always my goal to, support those principals out there to help them kind of rediscover their why, rediscover their plan. So I love working with principals, helping them strategize, helping them to a lot of times we don't have that connection, right? That mentor, not so much a mentor, but that side-by-side buddy.
Right, a sounding board, yeah.
A sounding board. When you are in that role, it is quite honestly a very lonely role, because you can't really share the nuances with a lot of people. And so I have some wonderful clients, some wonderful colleagues that I've worked with over the years in my district, outside of my district, where we just work on different goals. So if I have a client who has a goal of building community, and she is amazing at building her school culture in her community. And she just says, how did I do that? And I'm like, don't you see? It's you. You are the fire. You have ignited that fire. She truly has a PLC that works together. And I would love to work with anyone who is just, you need that support. You are in that high need district, but you don't have that support. I am your girl.
I know that's right.
Awesome. So listen, Coach Williams, I want you to share a little bit, because you are an amazing teacher leader, but just one thing that you do to kind of set your team on fire.
So you know what? I'm all about support, and I work with math teachers. And a lot of times, math, we get a bad rap, None of the kids can perform. That's all of the negative connotations. None of the kids like it. So what I do is I roll up my sleeves and I get in there, right? I tell them, I'm going to teach the lesson. I got you. I'm going to do the lesson plan. I'm going to grade all the papers. I just need you to sit back and give me feedback. And a lot of times when you come in there, they see you as a leader. But once you give them the autonomy to kind of score you and kind of build you up, it kind of evens the playing field. They're ready to collaborate. They're ready to work with me. They see that I am all in on this mission and vision. It's nothing that I won't do. So on that flip side, I know that they got my back because they know that I have theirs.
Awesome. I told y'all she was the truth. Okay. All right. So again, guys, set your team on fire. It's coming soon. But Miss Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us today. She's a village elder. All right, lock the door. She can't leave.
Am I in the village now?
You're in the village. Yes. You passed the test. All right, so tell us a little bit more how we can connect with you. Like, we already know. We already connected. You in the village. So we're gonna start with number one. You can just contact the village or look follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll find Miss Lindsay because she's a village elder. All right, but also Miss, can you tell the folks how to contact you and stay connected?
Yes, stay connected. Come to my Facebook page, KSL _coaching and consulting, all one word, coaching consulting.
We're gonna
and you can find me
in the comments in a second.
Yes, and just connect with me also on Instagram. I'll be going live a little later this week, talking a little bit more about why. I do have a little ebook, How to Burn Your Why. For those days that you're sitting in your car, you're like, well, I need to go in this building. How can I go in this building? I'm going to give you some tips on how you can burn that why onto your heart and spread it wide. So
yes. All right.
And you have all the contact information for me.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And you'll be back. You'll be back.
She doesn't even know.
I will gladly come back anytime, ladies. It was a pleasure.
You're awesome. Ooh, that was good.
I can't wait to bring her back.
Yes. Look, we gonna burn
out
wide. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so
I'm about December.
You're gonna need that. Again, a little reminder, a little pick me up. So again, guys, we are so excited because we have a book coming out soon. Set your team on fire, the 3 elements of a professional learning community. Again, Coach Williams and I, we are so excited. This is what we do. We love to help build teams and build collaborative school cultures. So again, you can reach out to us if you want to learn more about what we do and how we do what we do. Call us. So again, continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Village LG. And remember, teacher leadership is a mindset,
not a position.
See you next time.